All right, so as you can tell by the look on my face, look at this. I didn't even notice this. We have, gosh, what do you call that? We have like a bathroom, like bathroom. It's one of those like bathroom opening windows that like you have up there. Door. Yeah, this is badassery. This thing,
never even knew something like that existed.
I'm kind of excited about this thing.
This is really fucking nice. I know it's old and it's shitty, but like I really like stuff like that.
And you get, yeah, I know. I want to tin it. I don't know.
Look at the speakers on the door. You could just straight up put something nice right there.
This is a hard one for me. Like, I really do like the Ramcharger, but obviously it's not going to make the greatest daily because of the fuel mileage. I made a joke about last video about the fuel mileage because this thing's going to get, what do you think it's going to get? Like 12 miles a gallon? 8 miles a gallon? And it's like a 4BT, it'd cost a lot, but it would also be like, you'd get 30 miles a gallon. But at the same time, it's like, I could also double my money on this thing. So it's like, it's kind of hard to make a decision. I might drive it around for a little bit and we'll see. But I mean, we'll see what the hype gets. But if it's good mileage, you know.
I just don't like selling things. Like, I just want to have like a shitload of cars if I had more money. Acting shit.
I like this. I like this. You could just, let me just open the...
I've never even seen that.
That is awesome. Dude, I don't know. That might be the selling point.
They made it so small for... Like, it's like an emergency exit, but you'd never fit anybody out of there.
You could fit the kids.
It's like the top of a school bus. You'd go to hit it out.
Yeah, it's like a school bus
and
window.
You just wouldn't fit. You'd get crammed. You'd be at the bottom of
the but the school buses have double-sided, so you can push the whole thing up. But this is my Ramcharger for you guys that have missed it. There's the dually looking thick. I need to get some tires for that thing and a nice headache rack.
These can stick.
Yeah, I think you can get them in a stick. I'm gonna close my back window here. That is awesome though. So like whenever you want to go race mode, you open this and now you have a spoiler. I think there's a cold air intake in here for it. So meanwhile, the truck is in the shop. We just took the ignition switch out so we could turn the steering and whatnot because again, I can't finish that project until I am brought parts. And for some reason, there's a few people that don't understand that. I am at the mercy of the customer bringing me parts. We're waiting on a PCM, we're waiting on batteries, and I'm waiting on a key. So for anyone wondering why the truck's not done yet, we're waiting on parts and payment. So until I get paid and parts are in, that's pretty much where it's at. I just put the fog lights in it this morning. We aired up the tires up to like 72 PSI and took the ignition switch out. So all in all, it took me about an hour this morning to get all that stuff. But it's like we're at the point where I'm going to be pulling it out because I get charged daily for it being at the shop. So we're going to take it to the storage lot. And the trailer guy, he came here yesterday. He's just waiting for his check to clear. And then he should be picking up my trailer tomorrow. So we sold it, $11,500. It's paid off and we're good there. So we don't have a trailer anymore. Now we're going to start working on a 40-foot Big Tex. I want something. We had one lined up. The guy did end up selling it for more than what he actually wanted from me. He ended up getting like $18,000 for it, which is a really good price. So I don't feel like dude, take that. So we're looking for something 40-foot. I want a 35 plus 5. I want the mega ramps, 100%. And then we can put like 3-foot extensions on it to make it 43, so we can do 3 cars. So...
You say off-road Ramcharger?
No, we're not off-roading the Ramcharger.
Come on.
Off-road videos don't do really well. It seems like the majority of like the guys that follow the channel, they don't really... They're not...
You're not wrong, but Ramcharger.
Most guys like the towing, they like the shop stuff, they like the stuff that's like money-making. And that's a lot of things. Like, I take a lot of the money I make, and yes, I spend, you know, decent bit on the business stuff for the tax write-offs, but I am so far into tax write-offs this year. Like, I think I'm negative 10 grand in profit this year, which is great for taxes. So that money that I'm making extra, I've just been storing and setting aside and hoarding that money and putting it into crypto and into the projects I believe in.
This is the worst coupe I've ever seen.
It's a coupe.
Look at this. Yeah, let me get out the door.
Yeah, how do you get out the door? So the center console and whatnot. Yeah, good luck with that. But this is, I do really like this. It reminds me of the Bronco and the, what was the Blazer? So, I don't know. I mean, a Cummins I don't want to put a full Cummins in it because, well, 12 valve would obviously not the greatest for the frame. I know it's doable. I know a lot of guys do it. I just didn't want to mess with drive shaft lengths and getting a transfer case and a transmission and all that. I get that people have done it, but I'm not about to drop like $10,000 on this thing. It's not gonna happen. I would wonder about a 4BT, but even then, it's like, again, you can't get a 4BT for like less than $7 grand anyway, unless you buy a whole fucking, what, box truck, a food truck, or a tractor, but you just can't. So, I don't know, I might just chill with the V8 for a while. If I turn around and sell it, I sell it. It's cool as shit. But again, I don't want to dump a shitload of money into it either. Like being cheap and hoarding money. That's what we're about over here. Just,
I wish they still made shit like this.
yeah,
I know you'd die in a wreck in it, but
you can get the new Broncos.
it's worth it.
The new Broncos, but they're 3 cylinders. Yeah, they get pretty good mileage.
No, they make a twin turbo V6 too.
Yeah, but you can get them in 3 cylinder. I didn't know that. That's pretty cool.
I didn't
So
know that either.
other than that, I need to go to the storage unit and get the bed and the box truck figured out, and then the trailer guy's coming tomorrow. We have a power only load on Thursday, so I gotta go pick up a 5th wheel that we're gonna drop Saturday. I'm gonna have to store it for him. You didn't just break that off, did you?
It was rocking back and forth. I thought it was like adjustable and it just fucking broke off.
He just broke the
I
armrest.
broke the armrest.
Oh man. Oh well. So I guess I'm gonna have to weld that back on, but yeah, it's all little things. We're gonna do an oil pump, we're gonna do the window switch over on the other side, and we're going to do a fuel pump as the bare minimals, and then we'll just see how the wiring is. But yeah, the back seat is kind of more fun than the front.
Where's the key?
It's in the shop. It does fire up. I forgot to mention, we've had this thing now for 3 years. I was the one to go pick this thing up years ago with the, we actually had a second one. He had a second one. I just went and picked him up. We put 2 together and made this one. The plow was on the other truck and this one. This thing gets such good fuel mileage that he filled it up with gas 3 years ago and has used it just enough that he's never had to put gas in it ever again. So it has about a half a tank right now. So that's a thing. I think he put gas in it like 2 years ago and hasn't.
He said 2 years.
Yeah, it's been about 2 years since he's put gas in it. So it gets that good of fuel mileage. It just sits and does nothing. So we're going to give it a new life and then sell it off to somebody who's actually going to use it. And 100%, I'm going to double my money on it, or I'm going to enjoy it and I'm going to spend way too much money on it. But either or, whatever. But this thing's cool. Liam thought it was a stick because he saw the little thing down there. No, honestly, I'm so tired of a stick shift. I drive one every day. I'm so tired of it. I'll take my automatic. But it is going to get a hardcore detail, though. Like, this thing is getting detailed to the max.
Great off-roader.
So what'd you say? We have power mirrors. We have cruise control. We have AC, power steering. You said this mirror works, right? Do the mirror thing.
Hold on.
Look at this. Look at that. We have a power mirror.
The left one works better.
That one works. We just need to fix this window. We have dual AC because we can open these.
You got a light in the middle?
Yeah, you get a little light here, so I'm gonna fix that.
Cruise control in a 1990 vehicle.
Yes. So we're gonna fix that. I need to get all the screws to put all that in it.
Tilting column.
Fix the
my
cluster.
God.
Yeah. Like, there are some people that think I'm crazy for buying this, and then there's other people that were like, dude, that is awesome.
This thing's fucking awesome. Like, it has like it's got power windows and it's a 90. Like, I know that
window
out.
just doesn't go down as all.
Oh.
But even the fucking thing tilts. We have defrost, AC and all that. We have like a working glove box.
And you die in an accident, so you don't gotta worry about fixing it.
And there's no airbags.
Oh. Yeah, those things hurt when you get hit by them, Steve.
There's no airbag. Look, we got the inspection sticker from 05, and then we have the real inspection sticker from 21. Also, you have so much room. I can come over here and hit this little button and just relax. Fuck them kids, you know?
I don't have that, do I?
Yours is right here.
You're fucking with me. You're fucking...
Can't do that in the Dodge.
That's nutty. You can let Carolina squat yourself.
So everybody wants to know, how much am I paying for this thing? Should I tell everybody what I paid for this?
If you want to sell it, probably not.
But at the end of the day,
views.
I'll probably put it on Marketplace. So I told you guys, I literally found the cheapest Ramcharger that I could find. My dad owned it. I'm the one who got to help do a lot of the stuff to it that we did. I helped put the plow on. I was the one, in the shop when we were doing all this stuff. So I paid $2,000. Paid $2,000 for this thing. And then I'm going to pay him to do the fuel pump and the oil pump real quick. We're going to put some different oil in it, change the rear fluid, change all the fluids and stuff. I want to be into this thing all said and done less than $3,000.
It's got cruise control.
I think we can turn this into a $5,000 or $6,000 vehicle. Or, if I like it enough, keep it and use it for a plow truck next year. But I don't know, because I don't know what I'm going to do yet.
I've never seen you use a plow in your life. That's why I'm like...
I kind of need one for where I'm at, but it'd make life a lot easier. But I could also... We have a plow in the shop for this. But cash sale, $2,000. That's what I paid for it. I'm good with that.
I think I'll make it.
And I haven't gotten paid for the trailer sale yet, and I haven't gotten paid on the black truck work yet. So I am owed, as of now, like about $18,000 between the trailer, the truck, and a few other customers that owe me money. So that's not too shabby.
It's got power locks.
About to dump me $8,000 into some cryptocurrencies next week.
Put it into one of these.
Nah.
I mean, you saw a nice one. What was it? 27 grand for a really nice one?
No, I saw one for 43,000.
Like restored and everything. These are fucking nice. Like they went to town on these things, giving them every option.
Yeah, but to get a $43,000 out of this, I'd have to put at least 30 into it to make it perfect. You know, you'd want to do the body work, engine swap. The guy had a different engine in it. Yeah, so it's like it would. All right, so I didn't hook it up yet, but that is gonna look awesome. So it's a 52-inch light bar, seems what everyone else is using, and I don't have to go into the door seals because they sent me these. So these will be able to just mount up on top here, and then it looks like on the underside these will fit underneath. Or well, okay, now I see what those are. Okay, so those are padding, so it doesn't ruin the paint. So we will have a light bar today. I'm excited about that. Yes, I am going to drill into the roof. No, I don't care what anyone has to say about it. Because I'm actually going to drill this. I would like to fit down into the roof as well. I kind of like how Hotshot Benny had his, where it kind of goes in the roof. And it actually has a grommet and everything. So the light bars, this is a permanent attachment. It's not anything that's going to go anywhere. We'll take it off for the paint and whatnot because I will have to. But I want to get all the drilling, anything that we're going to drill into the body, I want done beforehand. So we're up here getting ready to mount everything. We've been at this for about 30 minutes now trying to get everything centered. So we have the center marks on each side. Yeah, it's on the ground somewhere here. I'm just going to walk down off my hood. I watched it go somewhere over in this vicinity. It hit the ground, but we need to find it because, yeah, there was a self-tapper up there and I dropped the whole light bar down. We caught it, and a self-tapper one just like this, decided to just go and fly somewhere. All right, so I have it up there with the self-tappers now. Obviously, like, there's a bunch of front and back and we can do, so it is centered perfectly. So now what I'm gonna do, because I use the self-tappers as temporaries. Josh, are you sure you didn't find an extra self-tapper? Because there's the self-tapper sitting right there. Did you find it on the ground? Okay, well, cool. So what I'm gonna do now is we're gonna get the gauges dropped, all the headliner dropped, so we can do the wiring, which I wanna run the wiring down in here. And we'll drill the hole for the wiring right about there. I've gotta drill it pretty big for the connector end here. But I saw that's Hotshot Benny did his about the same way and then put a rubber grommet up there, which I think is perfect because then we can run it down here. And since a light bar, I've wanted to do one of these forever, so this is gonna be a permanent addition anyway. So we'll do that and get the wire to go down there too. We're gonna try to make it as nice as physically possible. Obviously it's gonna look a little off place right now because we don't have it like tilted the way that it needs to get. So right now it's just kind of like aiming down, so it kind of looks a little funny, but no problem. And this is gonna help out a lot greatly in like lots like this when I'm trying to work at night. And it uses so little current and amps and all that shit, so very little electricity. I can leave that on for hours and it won't hurt the battery, so it's one reason to like it. And then we also have the reverse lights for if I'm backed up to the trailer and shit. So appreciate Auxbeam for sending this stuff out. I'll let you guys know. I'll give you guys an honest review on all this stuff. These I'm happy with. This I should be happy with as well. The fog lights, we'll see. You know, we'll see once I start driving. I'll let you guys know my honest review on those because they are pretty blocked off with the little thing there. So I'll give you an honest review on them as well. I just need to angle them up a little bit. and we'll go from there, but super excited. All right, so here's about where we're at. I went and got some longer bolts and then sanded down the washer ends on them so they fit in here oh so snugly, perfectly. Here's the hole we got. I'm gonna clean this all up and everything. Also drilled right there. We're gonna throw some paint on that. Now, what I noticed, because that was with the big step bit, so we got that done. This end fits in, this end does not, so I'm slowly just using a flap disc to get this sanded down just enough so that I can get it down in there. And then, like I said, we'll run it down through. But I want this thing perfectly straight and level. Ordered a grommet. For here, we're gonna use RTV for now, but we're gonna get that grommeted. And the reason I'm doing this now is because it's gonna get painted here next month. So what that means is everything's gonna get sanded down. So anything I do on here now, this is all gonna come back off later. Get it sanded, painted, you know, all that stuff. Let's get this finished up on the wire harness so we can get this down through. This will get permanently mounted and we are done with that part. Then we need to wire in this, which this we are going to wire. I'm not sure how I'm gonna run the switch yet. This I will run a relay for because, you know, this is a big light bar and it's a lot different than a couple little pods. Guys told me I was gonna burn out the switch here, which I do have a spare switch, but that's not a concern because I had a few guys tell me they did the same shit and have been running it like that for years and never had an issue. Like I said, these use low power. So for what it is, if we ever have an issue, I'll swap it out and I'll let you guys know. But if not, I'm not super worried about it right now. So we'll get this thing attached. And after seeing Hot Shot Benny's truck and seeing the way he did it, I am not super worried about drilling holes in my roof at this point because I didn't want to run it down through the door seam. I just feel like that's kind of the half-ass way of doing it. We're gonna do it as correctly as possible, like he did, and run it down the pillar, no wiring and all that bullshit, and we'll have to vacuum out the cab and everything. So let's get it done. All right, so I got it all wired up. I can look at it through the camera, but I can't look at it in person because it's bright. Like, you can see the reflection off of shit. So if I come over here, this is just temporary, just to make sure it works. You can see it reflecting off of. Cool, so we have a light bar now. Okay, now I just need to get that grommet in and throw some RTV down that hole, and it's decent. Let's throw the interior back together and see what she looks like. Probably go wash the truck off today, and probably gonna switch out these door panels because I don't like the silver. So we're probably gonna take these ones and throw these on. But there she is. So I'm gonna get this up first and we'll see how it looks like afterwards. Well, aside from the paint and the little grommet that I gotta put in here, it's all said and done. All I gotta do if to redo the grommet is just pull the wire back up, slap the grommet through, and drop it. I'm gonna throw some RTV on it for now and call it a day. Thing is dead center with that middle light. So that was the goal. I made sure that I measured it. So it's 2 inches up, and then that center, I can't remember which one it was, but that center light is on there. So perfect, happy with that. And we have a brutal front light bar. Interior is all thrown back together. Everything is good. So if I come over here, yes, I know that it's illegal to drive with it on, but this thing at night is just gonna be a damn animal. You come at me with your high beams on, getting the old click, but at the same time, it'll be nice to be able to see things at night as well. We're gonna be also having a roof light bar coming for the back for the emergency stuff. I haven't decided yet if I wanted to do, you guys can see on the side there's a little slot here, so they make little brackets to put 2 amber lights up there, or I don't know if I want to do the full roof light bar, or we could do the emergency strobes and then put a spare tire mount on the top. What do you guys think? We could put the spare tire up on the roof, which I think would oh, that's an idea. I don't know, I might have to do that. Oh man, decisions, but not now. Probably in the next 2 weeks or so, we'll be getting that. But yeah, she's coming out pretty good, and there's reasons that we're going about doing this. Now that was free, the lights were free, and then the back lights were also free, and the headache rack was $100. So all said and done, everything you guys see here, I spent $100, and I got multiple videos out of it, and I get to display how good the aux beam lighting is. Because if you look, the centers I believe are floods, and then I think the outers are spots, one or the other. I can't remember which is which. Pretty sure the centers are floods, but you guys will see just the different designs on the last 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So the last 8 on each side are different. They're made to be that way. So that's awesome. All right, so tomorrow we are going to try and get the black truck out of the shop, since, you know, I get charged daily for it being in there. Like I said, it's 99% done. I can only go farther when the customer brings me the parts. He's working on getting a PCM and the key for it from the dealership, and a tone ring, and just a couple other odds and ends that I cannot get, and that's just as simple as that. So anybody trying to blame me for it, you want to watch the content, watch it, you know? It's simple as that. Turn it off. But that's pretty much the story with it. So we're just waiting on those last couple things to button it up, and I'm waiting on my payment for the thing being done, you know, as much as it possibly can be. All we really need is a PCM, some batteries, and a key, and we'll fire that bad boy up. So, and then she's ready to drive out, leave the cooling system, make the heater core lines, and we're good from there. So probably try to get that thing towed out tomorrow, take it to the storage lot, and then the guy should be here tomorrow around, I don't even know what time, but he should be picking my trailer up tomorrow. We'll go cash our check, and we'll call it a day. So hope you guys enjoyed. If you did, feel free to go out and check out Celsius.network for your story crypto, and go check out Mudflap, Coinbase, and my affiliate marketing links down below for Amazon. Appreciate you guys. See you in the next video. Later.